Okay, and hopefully that ain't enough to catch copyright as I had pushed record. Welcome, everybody, to RealLibertyMedia.com, now live. Hey, we're in it together, and what's in the name? This is No Time for Rational Thinking, the first in the final three broadcasts, the final three volumes. Let me get that straight, because there's lots of episodes to fill in. This is volume, or the 24th voyage. It is noon Central, Friday the 13th at 7 p.m. in Denmark, 6 p.m. GMT at Real Liberty Media. And let me, you know what? I've got all these tabs and machines are going. Let me go back over here and tell the good folks over at ucy.tv that we're doing it. We are doing it right now. And I'm going to do this, watch. But I'm going to have to hit kill the player over here.
Call it cleaning up the
there is,
Friday, I suppose.
That's the late Will Roberts playing right now. And if I can borrow some of his time, if anybody would like to come on over. There's a little, someone might call it spam. I hope not, but anyways, let me get back in front of the mic. And what's in a name?
Letters.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so, hey, if I can borrow y'all. Hey, hola, hola. There's Captain Gringo.
Oh, I thought it was like a contest or something.
It is.
Okay. Never mind.
It is a contest. So
well,
let
then
me,
I said letters before anybody else, so I win.
Well, I'm going to give folks a minute to get over here and come on over to RealLibertyMedia.com and oh, you got it already.
Win. Hey, I won already.
Right on. Captain got the Flint I sent him. Listener appreciation. He did get the correct answer, and Grimner got some good answers too. And Becky, she gets the CD. I haven't sent it to you, Becky. I've got to get it to the post office. I was able to mail Captain Gringo's antiquities to him through the mail. Yeah, that's a tip, and that other piece is a. It was like a little scraper knife. It had been worked. You can see. Captain, can you hear me talking to you? I'm going to go over here to Real Liberty Media. Let's see who's joined us over here. Asmo's, of course, always on top. Grammy will tell you. Okay, we got Asmo and our wonderful barman, Myth Beth Z. Cowboy Tech and the great Grimner. Keat, I guess you pronounce, I've been saying Keat, but I guess it's Kate. Kate? According to grammar from Grammy. Pronunciation. There's Beetle. Circle. I love you, sir. You're awesome. Free and Slave. Graham's at work. And I be Don. He's at work, too. I ain't Don. He be. Not I be. The great, new and improved Java Doctor as I channel Grams. Solveneur. And there's me. Vince. One of me. Woody. What's up, bro? Chalcedony. Grams. Fuck, I love it. He's got a Z on his name now, too. The great and mighty Grams. You're awesome, brother. Hans Dietrich. I want a taco. I'd take two. Oslo and Miss Bell, the Cheryl from Radiance Blogspot. And there's another me, Vinny. Ha. I'm watching you. Watching him, watching me. Alright, so that's chat. But anyways, if I did not take any show notes, I'll turn and I'll speak to the mic. I had a lot of good ones that I didn't jot down today. Man, I have been fighting this crap, whatever it is, for a long time. My arm's starting to quit hurting some. I still got these mild shingles. Thanks, Grams, for that oil that probably prevented a great deal. Anyway, so the last of the 26 volume set, the final three, we're on X. X marks the spot. And what I'm going to be doing is hopefully going on some recall. Free and slaves. Yeah, just chopped liver. All right. Chopped liver. Now, what's in a name? Is what I want to do is I'm going to go back to February 21st. And mostly because Hal says easily. This is part of my neuro-linguistic programming on you. Anytime someone says how easily that could be done, you'll always think of Vince Easley, or one of the many Vinnies. You can call me Vince, Vinny, Vincenzo, or any number of names. But listen, how about we listen to Hal for a minute? I'm going to go over here. I pretty much got this about where I want it to play from. But what's in a name?
Read more. I'll read a little bit. I guess you got to give context to a story. We have previously dealt with the issues of judges arrested for DUIs and how to address such cases, and they're continuing on the court. And they got a bunch of links. When you get this link in the blogcast, there are tons of links if you just want to see it. Again, proof, folks. As I tell you, just bring your bag of proof, and you can apply this to every place you go, and just use this as one more thing on the heap of the carcass of the Bar Association that we just haven't either put on the pyre and fully let smoke to heaven, or actually shoved it off the continent, off where it belongs, off into the ocean, and let them swim with the fishes, folks. But here's an article. You get an article with all kinds of links to go watch these DUIs, these judges, to prove what I was telling you. The Bar Association will focus you on, the young attorneys are having trouble, and we're supposed to believe that it doesn't sit in the old attorneys, which are the judges. So here it is. Another of such case has arisen with the arrest of in New York of Judge Leticia Estacio. While it was a Saturday morning, police say the Estacio was on her way to work when she had an accident with another car on Interstate 490. She refused to take a breathalyzer and was arrested for DUI. That was a clue. Refused to take the breathalyzer. She did. I guarantee that's one of the ways to do it. Don't convict yourself by your own actions, especially without an attorney. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can, you say can and will be used against you. So it's even your actions get used against you. Your deeds are stronger than your words. And all that nonsense they tell us. They give us the warnings, and nobody listens. Kind of like a lot of people don't listen behind the woodshed. They got to keep being brought back behind the woodshed. If you don't learn your lesson behind the woodshed, you're going to get out in the real world, and someone's going to come take you out. I guess that's the problem. One of the other aspects about the broadcast name. Trying to, again, as I say, bring in the principles we really weren't told. We really have to pay attention to this. All this stuff is telling us we need to do this better, and we can do it better. So she was on her way to work as a judge on a Saturday, and she's a former district attorney who prosecuted drunk driving cases. So here we have again. See the nested corruption inside the crime, the organized criminals. These people need to be taken down. They need to be pushed off. It's like the miners used to do. There was they'd outlaw attorneys in their mining camps because they knew what was happening. And you see now the wound that's developed over this private trade organization bringing their private law into your way of life, which was supposed to be a Republican form representative government. As I define that in the simplest terms would be that where government actually does protect life, limb, and property, like the Declaration of Independence says. But remember, it was a republic if we could keep it.
Okay, I'll hold up and interrupt Hal for a minute. Welcome, Captain. Glad you made it over. Glad you got the flints. Since you may not have been listening, I'll go ahead and reiterate. Yeah, no, I put Hal on free. I did that on purpose, and I'm going to come back to him. Yes, thank you, Grams. So, yeah, Cap, the one is a broken tip, and the other one is a scraper that's been worked, some antiquities for you. Now, what Hal's talking about, what's in a name? After all, they're set against us. So to be able to identify this, that's something I've been trying to put into words. And if y'all could help me here, what is it that you perceive? I mean, because we're seeing the same thing, but I think sometimes we're describing it a little differently. To point is this debate on anarchy or anarchy, I say, and what it really means is no rulers. No one to rule over. It doesn't mean that you can't have rules. I mean, some rules are self-established. Important that we recognize the rights of all else beyond ourselves. So with that comes more responsibility, right? And a lot of people aren't really wanting that. This sense of self-entitlement that we run against so many times. topic I've been engaged with Dr. Simon, airing Sunday over at UCY.tv. Yeah, thank you, Captain. It got there pretty quick. So, what's in a name? As we are identifying what's against us and what we perceive, and hopefully I can keep my thoughts and I can come back here. Let me. I'll turn my camera on too, so I see you there, Flash. Let me hit Hal again. So we're gonna hear some more from Hal. Just I think a few minutes here, and I'll be right back.
And it doesn't look like we did. It doesn't even look like it started that way. And until we come to terms with that and can intelligently articulate it to ourselves so that we can know it inside without a doubt, and without all this nonsense I hear about everyone can tell you all kinds of stuff, a lot of it's irrelevant anyway. But it's not. But the points are, like I say, you hear these constitutional attorneys talking about Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, and they all miss the word "ceded." I don't know why everyone's missing the word "ceded." Why is that important? Because all your enabling acts and emissions acts in the Western United States say the land was ceded back to the federal government for what? Soil disposal. Yeah. So the word's there, and all these just want to tell you they know better than you, and yet Ken Ivory, one of those constitutional attorneys talking about land disposal, soil disposal, says that we attorneys don't know land disposal law. He said that in a couple of it. In fact, he amplified that in a subsequent discussion with another minor of ours. So you got to shed this thing that there's an authority outside of you, and that there's actual law outside of you. And be lawful when you're doing this. Be.
Okay, let me stop Hal again. See what he's saying? Identify. We're asking to identify that's what is against us. And what we're told. See, so many of us here in alternative media presume to, be beyond what's normal in society. And we're all, unfortunately, victims of programming. So I think it's important that we realize that the so-called normal society, they're operating within. I think you got a player going there. You got your speakers playing out, Flash. Can you put on your headset?
Maybe. Hold on.
Thanks. Yeah, it's bleeding back through. I'm already hearing myself once, now twice. But. So we'll hold on. We'll let him get set here. Coming back. There they come. I see them. So these some excerpts from Behind the Woodshed on February 21st. And to catch up further at this point of identifying jurisdiction, go to April 1st broadcast of Behind the Woodshed. And addressing Emmett Bundy's attorney out there in their filings for the defendant, that so-called dispute of jurisdiction. So it's important, I think, that we go about this correctly. And Al, of course, has a lot of great direction. Let me hit play again as soon as I hear my name. It'll be shortly after that, and we'll come back and talk some more.
Be righteous in your action in the world, in your example. And then you have to stand against the unrighteous, if I can say it that way, without causing a bunch of people to skirmish and squirm and get all weirded out about the word righteous. So, judges are attorneys, too. They're bar members. It's all about bottom line. They can say, here's the secret. They'll tell you, well, we're not an active member. It doesn't matter. They're a non-active member. They're a still member. All right? They're a member. A member of what? Of an association. Of a trade union. Different than AFL-CIO. You want the AFL-CIO running your law? Well, you've allowed it in the bar. So, just got to see, folks, to me, we're not even in it. We're so far beyond question. You don't ever hear from me too much talking about, the District of the Federal Court, 1871 Act of 1871, and the 14th Amendment, non-citizen, and you don't hear me talk about any of that. Yes, I know a lot about all that stuff. But you'll hear, it's irrelevant, folks. I don't have to say it no more. It's irrelevant. You either understand you're living in an open-air prison and how to start dealing with the wardens and the guards who look like they're all official, which are really military. You see it, all the evidence that we're in a military occupation is everywhere. Do I prove that absolutely? I don't have to, folks. It's just good enough. Do I then call it out? Well, no, you don't walk up to the Nazi SS officer and say, hey, you're a Nazi SS officer and get out of my face. You know, that's not going to take much. No, this is a whole lot more subtle. And then they threw on more and different, multi-dimensional attack, folks. How many years have I been saying this? I'm feeling a little frustrated when I get to this point, but no, just understand that I'm earnest to telling you, and I'm not earnest, but yes, well, all these names and words are the same. I want you to know. That's all that I want. I just want you to know. And I want you to think about doing something about it. You have to think about that. You can't just turn your head on this one. And I say, well, you could. You know, that's the problem with our language is so inefficient. It has to have been worked out that they dumbed us all down this way.
Okay, we'll pause Hal again. Yes, Hans, keep up, please. You want to read, Flash? Why don't you read this? I'll have to go back into the messy part. Damn it! Quit moving on me. Why don't you read that? That's pretty good. Thoughts for the day. Thoughts for the day.
Read it from where?
You typed it to me. Thoughts for the day by...
Oh, that. Oh, crap. That was days ago. I forgot I wrote it. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you wanted to.
You go ahead.
All right, here we go. I'll get back in front of the mic to do it.
All right.
The difference between a citizen and an anarchist is the anarchist listen to the speaker. You wrote this a few days ago. I think I remember seeing this over at the effing site, freedomsnetwork.com. Or is that?
Yeah, the idea came to me from all these people that want to vote for a superior leader.
For an idiot.
Well, no, it's just sad that how could you possibly want to involve yourself in a game that is played that way and have the piss poor fucking choices you get? I mean, you think at this time in history, with the amount of knowledge there is available, they could offer us something better than Trump or Clinton. So that in itself, to me, is just a slap in the face. You're not going to get anything from us. And that's a horrible way to live.
Boy. So further you say then, it seems to me evidence is what I agree with and not always something proven. By physical proof, that is. But usually written in legalese. And that is just so correct, isn't it? Trickery. Trickery.
Well, yeah, because if you're reading something that's written down, the whole point of this whole commerce life that we play with, it's all about what's written down on the paper, right? Well, then the con part comes in where the lawyers don't tell you what the words mean. You've agreed to it by compliance. I mean, there's so many tricky little... It's like trying to discipline a cat. It's pointless, and it's going to hurt somebody.
Well, I hope I don't lose point. That's very relevant to the situation around me that I'm observing, and in general throughout life. Talking about normal and what is perceived to be normal, and then those of us that
421. What? 421.
And I'm out.
I'm not. I was already on it, but I forgot to say something.
Smoke it for us. Cannabis can. This is the 420 report from the Buzz Beaver, reminding you cannabis can. I guess I'll have to go with the otherwise Indian tobacco.
Well, all I meant by the second part was I find that this is the way I see it, not the way you should see it or anything like that. But I find when I'm happy with the result that I've heard or seen, that's proof to me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, true that, Beetle. It would take 8 hours just to get through the first 15 minutes of Hal and breaking it down. I've been listening to Hal for a long time. I think he's one of the smartest professors there is out there. And because of our dumbing down, a lot of times he's hard to understand for some people because it's just like a foreign language. It's counter to what we're trained in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have found a couple of good studies for myself in grammar. Now, if you're listening to me, you know my grammar name might not be right. But as a part of Seek, See, and Say, or the trivia method, we try to apply that a little bit more. I want to go back here to Hal. We've got probably a couple more minutes of Hal that I want to share, especially because I want to hear him say my name.
You anyway, fucking egomaniac.
In earnest, not being earnest, and not easily, Vince. Yes, there it is. Shout out. Thank you for your help, Vince Easley.
And there it was. That's my payoff. I'm done. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, if you can't love yourself, nobody else is going to. Right?
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
Well, it won't be a positive.
Well, you're asking me what I think. I'm telling you, you're full of shit.
Well, that's beside the point.
Okay. Well, it doesn't mean that you're not correct. It just means the way I look at it. Nah, you're full of shit.
Would you mind if I played with my harmonica while I was on air?
Oh yeah, like the background. You know what? I wrote this blog. I called it. What was it? Something about the fly. Freedom Fly meets his opposition or some crap. Anyway, it would have been fun to read that while you played the harp in the background. Like
no. I wasn't talking about my harp. I was talking. Hey, Monica, come here a minute, will you please? Come here, baby. What do you mean it's going to cost extra? I thought I had you for the day.
It's not the tune you hum, it's how you hum.
Hey, bring me that cigar, girl. Not that one, the one that's still in the wrapper. Jeez, I tell you. She wiggles when she walks.
Wow.
Free and slaves. Passes the air bong. Woo! The narcissist shines. Yeah, that's it. I was so disappointed to find out I was not a narcissist. I mean, I feel like I've wasted all this attention gathering to myself for nothing. I mean, can you really enjoy it if you're not a narcissist?
Of course you can.
Oh. Well, going back to, being...
Narcissism is just an extreme version of self-loving. So, who knows the difference? It's like the difference between, you and everybody else.
What are you doing?
Hey, where'd you go?
I'm over here self-reflecting.
Well, get your face off the mirror, son. Wow.
I need a spatula.
Wrap a carrot to that stick. This boy will go anywhere.
There. I had to get a spatula to unstick my lips from the mirror. Waiting for
a brand newbie harp. Cough.
I've had this harmonica for a long time. I had another one.
Again,
I gave it away to my godson.
Inspiring the narcissistic for 50 years. Vince Easley on his journey through narcissism.
Yes, I'd like. Really though. I mean, what's normal? Why be normal? I've said that all my life. I've been a rebel without a cause.
Fine. I'm gonna give you what I see other people tell me it is.
Okay. Sure.
Normal is everything I am against doing.
Well, you're just
Sum it
a
up.
rebel. You're just a rebel.
Well, I don't. Not everything, but most everything that we do, it really hurts a lot of other folks when we do it. But that's okay because it doesn't matter. It's not important.
It don't matter at all.
No, really, when you think about it, they got us all divided up into countries and states and divisions and areas and group types and blood types. Now you got a fucking third bathroom you can go to if you're really freaked out. If you can't decide what sex you are, be both. Use door number 3.
I'll take door number 3 for 500, Alex.
Yes.
The Bruce Jenner agenda, please.
Right, but it sounds so stupid and trivial, but apparently it has a lot of people's attention as a major problem in society. Wow. You got huge problems, man. Oh, and you need to build a wall. Something about a wall.
Hey, Freeing Slaves is paying $5 for a cup of coffee. I flew out to Vegas here a few years ago, out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and it was early in the morning, and there was a Starbucks there, and I says, I've never had a $5 cup of coffee, and I feel like I ought to at least try it one time. And the guy gave me a large and charged me for a small, and I didn't tip him because it's like I told him, I go, whoa, so I guess I'm not going to have a $5 cup of coffee. And I said, I don't want to tip you because then I would have a $5 cup of coffee. He beat himself.
No, I got it. Yeah.
You should have seen the look on his face.
That's because you're cheap.
Cheap bastard.
Yeah, you cheap fuck. You don't want to spend $5 next some guy's day.
Sure.
Hey, I've got money to support you in, but fuck you, I'm going to spend it at the bank.
Yeah, I just throwed it on the ground and walked away.
I love them to maintain.
So Bell says, to be normal is to be oneself.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that's a scary thought.
Yeah. But do we really know who we are? This was I probably ought to go find this song, but I'd have to put pause to play it.
I was still back on. Wait a minute. I was still back on the name, and you jumped 4 topics since then, and we didn't do that one.
Okay, well we can come back to the name.
You hurt my radio feeling.
Well, squirrel. Oh, I got a squirrel. He's so cool. Yeah, this squirrel, I've been knowing him for a few years here now, and he don't even get scared of me. Hey, Hans. Oh, we got a new Z. We got a new Z member. We got Hans. Yes. Beth started the whole Z business here, Beth Z.
Yeah, your indoctrination is working. You're going to be a full-fledged cult leader in another 3 or 4 days.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I think you just need 6 to qualify.
6?
6 followers, then you're a cult leader. Yeah.
Oh, Free says not at a Starbucks. Make an example of a Facebook narcissist. I see. Well, I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything. So I only got part of it. Everyone on RLM needs nick that ends in Z. Yeah.
Yeah, it identifies you as a sheep.
The 26th volume actually will be Z or 0. So we'll start. We'll end where we started with 0 because we started with episode 0. We had a couple of pre-eps here, pre-volumes that is. So not episode, but volume.
But just remember, every time you do something and then somebody else does it, somebody's following somebody. Yeah. Watch out. It could be fun.
I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to find this
what?
Johnny Cash song. I'm going to play it.
So what's in the name? What is in the name anyway?
Well, let me sit back down for that. What's in a name? A name by any other name. I had this. There's something about. Oh yeah, expletive rose would still be a rose by any other name, right?
Well, anyway, the answer to the question is there's 2 ways to use your name.
Okay, tell me how.
Well, one is to give it that the life of the corporate entity by putting it on paper. There you go.
Well,
and the other way would be like, I don't know, marking things with your name on it so other people would say, oh, I see that belongs to Flash. I better not touch it.
Hey, you're real choppy there, buddy. Are you speaking into the mic?
Yeah.
All right, Graham says that you're choppy.
Oh, okay.
Graham's has never been to a Starbucks. Listen, let me go hit pause before I do this so I don't get this included. But I'm going to play a song for you guys. And then I'm going to come back and talk about some of this supposed normal. So first I'm going to hit pause. There. All right, we're back recording. I hurt myself today. Johnny Cash. So, man, it seems, if I can back up something, why is the world like it is today? If we've got to feel, we got to feel like we're feeling something, and sometimes if it ain't good, a person's still got to feel. So it elicits a negative response for emotion, for confirmation that we are alive. I see that time and time again throughout my life. Dysfunction. I'm not here as a teacher. I've said this before. I think it's a gift. I'm just sharing my journey of exploration, of looking what is. I started out several years ago in thinking I had some great message to change the world, and I found it was me that was changed. I've sought out people of different opinions, and I find value, even in those opinions that are so obviously wrong, because it does give a comparison. So who are we as a people, and where do we go? I was watching this movie yesterday up at my friend's as I was sitting there with him, with his little baby and his daughter after school, and what is it? The World Tomorrow. It's a Disney movie, I guess. Boy, there's some. A lot of times we find a message, that perhaps is being presented for us, or some people say this predictive programming, and how it just kind of conditions us in a way. But I thought there was a really good message there. What if a kid flew over in a jetpack? Wouldn't that do a lot to change your perception? As I spoke with Dr. Simon, he asked me why is the world is as it is today? Why? I ask you that question. Why? For me, I think it seems to be obvious that there's an objective, there's a plan, and I'd have to open a tab. I should have had that done. But if I go back to the very beginning of what matters worldwide, and I set the description, I say I don't pretend to have the answers, as we all see things a little differently, according to our own perspective. So a lot of times we're seeing the same thing and saying the same thing, but in so many different words, I guess, right? What do you see? What do you see this world? What do you see the possibility? I was called a monotheist. Hawk said he wouldn't have come down here to visit. We got a balls. That's got to be my Flash Man do over here with the balls Z. Have any of y'all ever heard me push my religiosity on you? The difference between the if I can recall Paul's words in the Bible, the difference between the Greek and the Hebrew, one a stumbling block. I've gone about an examination in a scientific method. Yes, Al, we are all scientists, aren't we? I was laughed at. Connie laughed at me. My friend, my conscience, Connie, back from school days. I hold her in that spot there. One of those spots is. Well, I can look out there and take a examination. Am I skewed in what I'm saying and what I'm presenting, or does it run along the main line of discourse that is presented for us? So in order not to be this tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, all these words so much used against us, but. So here we are in this world trying to exist and make sense of it, aren't we? How do we make sense of it? You got to sort through it. So we want to feel, don't we? We want to feel like something matters, and to be a part of it. Then there's that other side, me, this entitlement. You're not giving me as much as you used to give me. I want more, and you owe me for some reason. So we have some information to sort through for ourselves. So this is what I'm doing. I'm sorting through it, and I'm thankful for folks that I have been been along for the ride, this voyage, and sharing, and I draw on so many people. I draw on the information that they have, that they provide, their opinions, and like I said, I think it's very important. So how do you feel, Flash?
Well, about what in particular?
About everything.
Everything in particular?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Good. That's very good.
Wow, that's quite the question there, Sport. You gave that a lot of thought. Wow. Well, give me something to start with. I mean, you just come out of nowhere with everything. Yeah. I'm not Donald fucking Trump. I'm not just going to start, praising myself because I can.
How do you feel about the world as it's perceived by mainstream, the normal folks of the world?
Well, okay, my normal folk would be the people I encounter when I trade for cigarettes or whatnot. And the guy that runs the train station was laughing because he thought it was funny that Donald Trump was a candidate for the White House.
Amazing.
And he was just open about it. It was funny to him that they'd have somebody so low class, going for a position of power like that.
What a joke. Hey, Jax, I see you there, brother.
That's his perception of Trump, too, not mine. I don't like him myself, but this is what he was telling me. So I just got to stay on there and agree or, laugh, whatever's appropriate at the moment.
So let me ask you, are you ballsy? I thought you was extra specialated. Or extra special.
Who?
You.
No, I'm Woody Wilson.
You're Woody Wilson?
Yeah.
Man, what's up with that? I thought
Woodrow Wilson.
I thought that was Bra. That's Woody, man. You're trying to steal his name.
The greatest president in the history of America is Woodrow Wilson.
Well, all I got to say about that is thank God he had Colonel Edward Mandell House.
You have to understand, I smoked drugs.
I don't think you classify cannabis as drugs. Drugs are what you get from the pharmaceuticals. I was buying crack one time out in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute. See, there you go. It's all a bunch of crap, right? I'll tell you, I caught them with their bullshit today. One more time.
Hey, why is somebody here in Grammy Mary?
Wait. They keep coming up with all this legalizing marijuana bullshit, right? Well, let me clue you something. Marijuana is a legal term for cannabis. Cannabis is not marijuana. Marijuana's a made-up word.
Yeah.
Cannabis. Surprise! The devil's in the details, suckers.
Okay, he's got us now. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. That's Jax.
Yeah,
Jax Rocks. He was here in Grammy. Okay, so we are back playing now correctly in the right play.
Man, I want a pound of whatever you're fucking smoking.
Okay, so back to drugs. Yeah, I was buying crack in Las Vegas one time, and I said, "Man, is this some good drugs?" He said, "Man, this motherfucking narcotics. If you want some drugs, you need to go down to Rite Aid down the road."
Tyrone. It's Tyrone Big Gump, honey. He's on the radio.
and you can't have a cracker voice and say the N word, but
yeah, I know. What is all that bullshit about it?
That's back to what's in the name. We're on to how we feel now. Drugs make you feel or not feel.
I don't know.
Is that
I don't
part
do
of
drugs.
Is that part of people that cut themselves? That start a fight with their significant other just for that response.
Wow, what kind of life are you living there, buddy?
Let me tell
sounds
you,
like
I've
it
lived,
sounds like you need some kind of protection.
No, I've got my prophylactics, my life's prophylactics, and a cup.
Oh, okay.
And a cup of
do you
coffee.
like, put one over your head and scare off the bad people?
I'm thinking maybe a zombie chop to the head might be applicable at times. Applicable.
Well, what if it's like a 12-foot tall aggressor? Then what you going
I don't know. Right now I'm
Are you going to shoot it with your gun?
Yeah,
Sport?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Cool. So are you going to wait for them to come and get you, or are you going to go looking for them?
I ain't going looking for nobody. I'm just going to live where I am and own the place that I live.
Okay, then my next question is, right, where's all the trouble coming from?
It's prescribed for us.
Well, I mean, if you're in if your world right now is in some kind of a jeopardy, what jeopardy is it in? Because I'm not living in that world. I'm living in another one.
Well, personally, and this is, I guess we got 10 minutes. I've got to cut it out at an hour today, and I got to run.
That warrant on you again, do you?
Say it again.
Got a warrant on you?
No, and I don't guess they're going to serve me that subpoena either under the name that they have wrong under me, but I don't know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, before we run out of time, though, because, like I said, I'm cutting it to an hour today. No, I'm not on the drugs, Hans. But owning I spoke about this earlier. Owning that place that you occupy, no matter the surface rights, you exist. This free will, that comes along with a responsibility. So, yeah, I'm looking to make some new chapters in life, and means removing myself from the present position. And I'm not sure which direction, but I'm pretty sure here. Well, we've got a couple more volumes here of This Is No Time for Rational Thinking, and we're going to finish that, and then we can come back later on. But I think I'm fixing to drop out for a while and unplug, and instead of talking so much about what matters, I'm going to have to find my part again in that matters.
Wow, I just got a Dear John letter on the radio.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. I'll miss you, honey. It's okay.
Well,
I blame you.
I will be back.
You're going to have to take care of the fucking kids, because I don't want them.
Yeah, I'll be back. And but I think I'm fixing to unplug, pile my stuff, and stack it up somewhere, and do a little pitter patter and heel and toe in it. And so
as long as it wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel so hurt.
Thank you. Zombie Z and Drug Z and Vegas Z sounds like a pretty good post-apocalyptic movie.
Wow. It's like 9/10 of a German band.
Huh? All right. Elvis is a zombie in Vegas, baby. I like it. No, Vegas is cool. Vegas, baby. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I think. Well, I've got some options. See, if one is I'm going east. Actually, I think I'd like to go north and go through St. Louis and then come back down. I would like to go through Tennessee. I've yet to make the Freedom Palooza in upstate New York, 4th of July weekend.
Go to Germany and see Hand.
No, I'm staying inside the continental states here. Anyways, Maine. This was a contingent last year. Maine in August, back down through this way, and then go west. Get that West Coast a tour.
Are you a broken-winged bird?
Yeah, I am. I fly in circles. So yeah, but anyway, some of the options are what was it? Oh, On the Wander would be the road show, and come in some fill in some by myself stuff perhaps would be more of what matters. And then, like I said, all the volumes that we have here, this is No Time for Rational Thinking, there is an infinite number of episodes possible. So, I mean, I'm not saying this is the end, but a pause, and not the one on a dog. If you don't believe in dog, you may be a dyslexic atheist.
I'm just glad I didn't read all this in an email.
Well, yeah. See, if you've been listening to me all these many months,
it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, I understand that. You just don't listen. Okay, so I've been talking about this. It's not. It shouldn't be a surprise.
I still love you.
Wow.
A little bit.
Yeah. Are you going to kiss me afterwards?
No. Are you kidding?
The difference between liking and loving is spitting and swallowing,
Hey, you tell the story your way. It's your story.
It is. It is.
Yeah. You've got all the copyrights and loves and shit, right?
I got copy wrongs. And that's why revise. That's the advice I get from my brother.
Then don't forget to revise.
Yeah. So, next week is Y, the letter Y. And it'll probably be talking about you. When I say you, I mean me, because I'm a narcissist, or want to be, anyways.
Yeah. How are you doing with that?
Not so good. Not so good. I still have some reflection of fearing, loathing in Las Vegas. But that's nothing a $20 crack whore can't cure, for sure.
Ah, lucky man. And you with 1950.
I'll buy that for $1.
I was just kidding. I'm sure you could find $20 if you needed to.
Damn you, Circle.
What?
She's got Circle X
like
and not Circle Z. And Free and Slave is a nonconformist and refuses Z and will do X.
Good. There's always a holdout. That's the kind of shit you want. Whenever you divide and conquer, right, it makes a lot of difference to divide these fuckers. Because if they're together, you can't beat them. So they divide us, and that's how they do it.
I guess we're going to have to find a Willie Nelson song. Grimner wants to know if
I think you are a Willie Nelson song.
Give me a title, Graham. Which one? Which one?
Don't pick that. That's next year's crop. No, that's not a Willie Nelson song.
How come this thing's not backspacing on me? I think I've got... Oh, it's trying to do things. Hey, did you hear Hal shout out? Yes. I did. That was the whole point in playing that, Free. Boy, we've got a crew going here. Let's start at the bottom and work ourselves up. I'm on bottom. Vinny is. And we got RLM 75340 Ragnars. Oslo, Wanataco, Hans with a Z, extra special, Chalcedony, Captain Gringo. That's our good friend from Real Liberty Media. I'm sorry, that's CY.TV.
Hey, do me a favor.
Okay.
Prop up, Mary and a few other folks came up with an idea for the dork table on the radio the other day.
Okay.
And Grimmy gave us, the 21st, which is a Saturday at 11 o'clock. So pump that shit up so Mary can get a little audience.
Cool. Well, that's going to be cool. That's coming up, starting tomorrow, right?
No, a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow. Good.
Yeah, she's on grandkid patrol this week. So she's going to go fly her broomstick down to the southwest.
Cool. Well, let me round this list out real quick, and we're probably going to go over a little bit past the hour, but that's okay. So after Cap, we're going up. We got Balls with a Z. Woody. Hey, Woody, that's you, Woody. Woody Wilson. We got Vince, the Souvenir, Java Doctor Abidon. He's at work too. Grams is at work. Free and Slave. Circle X. You better put a Z on there, girl.
You be nice to my wife.
Grimner,
Okay.
Beth Z. She's the one responsible for this Z business, and Barman and Aslo. So, I'm a ridge runner. I am. So, what about Grimner? Did you give me a Willie Nelson song? Damn, I knocked my pillow out from under my butt.
Me too, Willie Nelson.
Oh, so yeah, I backed up so damn far on this sucker that it went back to browser. We'll run over a little bit. I gotta head to town. I'm leaving, but I want to hit this to save. I'm headed to town here in just a little bit. If I get any kind of cooperation. Oh yeah, hey Flash, what time zone? 11. What time zone?
Mary's time zone. This time zone, the one you're on.
I'm in Central, so that would be noon Eastern time.
Yeah, Eastern is an hour ahead of where you. Yeah, that would be correct, sir.
Yeah, you see, you've got people screwed up in chat. They thought that Woody was Woodman, Meisterbrow. So yeah, you've caused some major confusion there, buddy boy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well,
that's not my job to think for them. They have to think for themselves. The information, the information airway is free, sir.
Get with the program, buddy.
I can lie just like the next motherfucker. Don't tell me what to do.
Blue
you're not special. You're not special. No. You don't. No, you're not the boss.
All right, we'll play. We'll play Willie. Always on my mind. Hey, I'll go hit stop. And
what's in the name, man?
Yeah, let me go ahead and go over here and look to close it out. We'll give that. We're in it together, and what's in a name? This has been No Time for Rational Thinking, the 24th Voyage. We got one excursion here at this point, and X marks the spot. Fridays, noon Central, right here on RealLibertyMedia.com. This is No Time for Rational Thinking with Flash and Vinny, right here on Real Liberty Media, connecting voices, broadcasting what matters worldwide. So that's a wrap, Flash, and I'll talk to you before next week, and maybe hop over there for your inaugural discourse on
21st.
The Dork Table. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 week from tomorrow. And so we'll take it out. Thanks for listening. We'll be around here for a couple minutes. I'm going to go hit stop. So, love and peace, y'all. And stick around. I'm going to play it and sing you a song. Peace.